Welcome back to Yoga Express, your virtual stretch clinic that helps you move the body to still the mind. My name is Banu Suresh. I'm your host for this program. Once more, we have Josiane Hird to my right and myself to give you all the loan. And I say loan because someday you've got to come and experience that yourself. We'll give you a loan of all our energy right here on the mat. Josiane is typically my director, the director for our show. Today, Jabari, and in the last couple of months, Jabari Osaze is our director for now. As long as he is available to crew for us and be our director, Josiane's going to be drafted on the mat. So Jabari, you're next. When Josiane goes into the control room, you're going to come right here and stretch with us. Josiane, welcome back. I would like you to tell our viewers just a couple of words about your show, Josiane. You have your own show. What is it about?
It's interview one-on-one usually. People are doing something unusual,
Right.
Very unusual thing like help a peel lawyer, reconstructive surgery.
That's right. You had someone who did Botox?
No, not Botox.
Was it
It's
Botox?
people who had an accident with disfigured. He reconstructed them. He does hair transplant.
Wow.
He does the cleft mouth. He does
Right.
all
Right.
those things. He does. It's wonderful.
So you do have some amazing guests.
Yes,
I've
I like
noticed.
the unusual.
Right.
And I had Mr. Osaze on as a guest as well.
That's right. Has he
Yes.
already appeared or is he going to?
No, I'm waiting some editing need to be done, and then I want it to air as soon as possible.
Right. For those of you who are not aware, our director today, Jabari Osaze, has his own show, Comedic Legacy Today. Jabari, with your permission. Jabari he has an amazing show. I'm not sure
Yes,
which
very interesting.
days he airs.
Very,
But if
very
you're
interesting.
interested in following the history of Egypt, Comedic Legacy Today. Just follow that, Jabari Osaze. Today he's directing. He's also been on Josiane's show. So what did you find out? Any little secrets about Jabari?
He's a very interesting man, as well
Right.
as his wife.
Jabari, there you go. We're talking about you now. Your ears burning. So what we're going to do for our viewers today, Josiane and I are going to take you through the sun salutation and a couple of the, we did most of the standing stretches in the last episode. We did skip a couple of them. I think typically we skip the balance ones. So today we could do the sun salutation. And are you okay with the balance ones? Are you interested in doing them?
No.
No. Thank you for your honesty, my dear. What we could do is do the sun salutation, then come down into prone and supine. It's not a problem. All right. No balance. Josiane has
Not
enough
today.
balance in her life. She doesn't need the postures for that.
I do them in the kitchen. I do.
In the kitchen.
Yes.
Okay, you're standing in Natrajasana reaching for the jar. You know, that's very interesting because if you think about it, most of the yoga postures, many of them, especially the ones in our sequence, we follow a simple sequence called 48 plus. 48 basic stretches that target different regions of the body. So you could do upper body chest openers if you want to help delay or prevent asthma. You could do knee benders to help delay or prevent arthritis of the knees. So you could target different regions of the body. Back bends to help strengthen the back. So if you think about it, many of these postures just emulate everyday life. So you're talking about doing yoga in the kitchen. You could be reaching for a jar. You're standing on
Back
one
bent.
foot. Your left leg is bent. Right foot is on the
Yes.
wall. And then the opposite arm reaches for it. Hey, you're already in Natrajasana. So you're buttoning a little child's shirt. You go down on your knees. You're in Utkatasana, the thunderbolt. So yeah, that's right. Find everyday uses for your stretches. Don't think of it as some spiritual mumbo jumbo.
In
It's
front
just
of the
about taking
computer?
care. In front of the computer. Actually, you know what? I've been sitting on the computer a very long time over the last week, and my butt is frozen. But you're right. When you're sitting in front of the computer,
Your
a
legs
lot
get
of the
so-
times
get
your
stiff. You don't do
your legs
anything.
do go to sleep, and your butt really needs to get some circulation. So we need to stretch. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to stagger ourselves. So maybe I'll come forward. See, we work very much in sync. Josiane knew immediately when I said stagger, I'm coming forward, she's going back. Heels together, toes apart. Josiane, you also want to be careful because your leg will go out. So
Oh,
you
yes,
want to be
that's right.
careful. Maybe somewhere around the middle. Palms in front of your chest. So let's take you through the sun salutation. We'll probably do 2 or 3 rounds. When you're practicing at home, remember the sun salutation can be a complete workout. It targets every part of the body except for the obliques. And in our program at Yogaxpress, we included one extra posture to complete your workout. We like to call it the Yogaxpress twist, but it's a traditional posture. Inhale, take your arms up. Exhale, fold from the hip. You know, people can get withdrawal symptoms if you stretch every day and don't stretch for about a week. Palms 6 to 8 inches in front of your feet. Take the left leg back and then the right. Exhale, press your heels down. Dip your head between your biceps and keep breathing through the belly. Inhale, bring your right foot between the hands. Place your left knee on the floor. Uncurl your toes in the left foot, both palms on the right knee. Exhale and dip. Now for the Yogaxpress twist. Inhale, the left arm up. Exhale, dip your left elbow over the right knee. Place your right palm on top of the left. Turn to look up at the raised elbow and hold. Now remember, this posture does involve a bit of balance, so you want to be very careful you don't hurt yourself. So watch out, and when you do come out of a posture, get right back in. Feel a wonderful twist in your obliques on the right side, a beautiful stretch of your obliques, and Josiane, if I may point out, on the left side of your waist. Inhale, let's come out of that. Both palms beside the right foot. Take the right foot back to meet the left and bring the left foot forward. We're combining both sides in this first sun salutation today, and then we'll do it separately depending on how much time we have. Both palms on the left knee. Exhale and dip. Inhale, the right arm up. Exhale, dip your right elbow over the left knee. Place your left palm on top of the right. Turn to look up at the raised elbow and hold. You should feel a wonderful compression of your obliques, which are your midriff on the side of your waist, on the left side, and a beautiful stretch on the right side. Inhale, come out of that posture. Both palms beside the left foot. Curl your toes in the right. Raise the left knee. Bring the left foot back. Exhale, press your heels down. Inhale, bring the left foot and then the right between the hands. Now, even though this had both sides within the same sun salutation twist, we have skipped a couple of postures. We'll take you through them in stages. Press your palms together. Inhale, come up with a straight back. Exhale and release. Now we're going to add a couple of postures in the next couple of sun salutation stretches. We're going to add 2 more postures, which will be the plank and the cobra, which are great for your back. By the way, you need to have very firm abdominal muscles. You want to tighten your buttock muscles when you're in that posture. It's called plank, to protect your low back. Press your palms in and keep your elbows raised. That helps you stay in the moment. Heels are together, toes slightly apart. Inhale, take your arms up. Exhale, fold from the hip. Palms 6 to 8 inches in front of your feet. Take the right leg back this time, and then the left. Exhale, press your heels down, dip your head between your biceps, and hold. Inhale, bring the left foot between the hands. Place your right knee on the floor. Uncurl your toes in the right foot. Both palms on the left knee. Exhale and dip. Inhale, the right arm up. Exhale, dip your right elbow over the left knee. Place your left palm on top of the right. Turn to look up at the raised elbow and hold. Inhale, both palms beside the right foot, curl your toes in the left, in the right, raise your right knee, take your left to meet the right. Place both palms, or keep both your fingers played in both your palms very gently. Now remember to tighten your buttock muscles to protect your back. Knees, chest and chin to the floor. Exhale and dip. Inhale, glide out into cobra. Uncurl your toes and then tighten your buttock muscles again to protect your back. Uncurl your toes, press with the tops of your feet, press with your palms. Inhale, come up as high as you can. Now, to test if you're really using your back muscles, you can take your palms off of the floor. So keep yourself nice and steady by pressing with the tops of your feet. Palms back on the floor, forehead to the ground. Curl your toes in. Inhale, come up with a straight, all the way, come up with your buttocks as high as you can. Inhale, and let's come up. Inhale, bring your right foot and then the left between the hands. Press your palms in. Inhale, come up with a straight back. Exhale and release. That's side 1 of round 2. So we've done the left side, now we're going to go on the right side. Press your palms in, heels together, toes apart. Inhale, take your arms up. Exhale, fold from the hip. Palms 6 to 8 inches in front of your feet. Take the right leg back and then the left. Exhale and press your heels down. Inhale, bring your right foot between the hands. Place your left knee on the floor. Both palms on the right knee. Exhale and dip. Inhale, the left arm up. Exhale, dip your left elbow over the right knee. Place both palms together. Right palm over the left. Turn to look up at the raised palm. Did I say raised palm? Okay, raised elbow.
That's all right, it's close enough.
So you were lifting your palm a little more so you could look at it. Inhale. Let's come out of that. Curl your toes in. Josiane knows. So for those of you who've been following us regularly, every now and then if we make a slip, you still know that it is quite safe, quite easy to get in and out of posture safely. Curl your toes in the left foot. Raise your left knee. Take the right to meet the left in plank position. Knees, chest and chin to the ground. Exhale and dip. Inhale, glide out into cobra. Press with the tops of your feet. Press with your palms. Inhale and come up. Tighten your buttock muscles to protect your low back. You want to be safe. It doesn't matter if you don't go too deep. Just be safe. Now, test the strength of your low back. Take your palms off of the floor. Palms back on the floor, forehead to the ground, curl your toes in. Inhale, come up with a straight back. Exhale, dip your head between the biceps. Inhale, bring your left foot and then the right between the palms. Both palms together. Inhale, come up with a straight back. Exhale and release. Yeah, are you feeling the warmth in the studio
Yes.
already? I can feel my chakras moving. That's what
They're all moving.
They're all moving, right? And actually, I like to say we are like batteries, like the
Totally
battery that
recharged.
needs being recharged. And as you will notice, it's a good workout. Not only do you burn your calories, but you also feel very energized. It's a positive burning of
It
calories.
heats you up.
It does. It heats you up, and actually it
Not to do anything
energizes
before
you.
going to bed.
Well, that's true because it's a sun salutation. It's
Gives you-
very energizing. Actually, you know what? The good point you brought up, Josiane made a very good point. She said not a good idea to do the sun salutation before you go to bed, but you could do it at sunset, and then you need some time after that to cool down.
Yes.
And instead of doing a full back bend, they have what they call a moon salutation. But in India, we didn't have the moon salutation. Is really a North American adaptation. But you're right, it does energize you. So, you may not want to do it right before you go to bed. You won't be sleeping for some time. Heels together, toes apart, palms in front of your chest. Inhale, take your arms up. This time we're going to do all the 8 postures and combine both of them in one sequence. Exhale, fold from the hip. Both palms in front of your feet. Take the right leg back and then the left. Exhale, press your heels down, dip your head between the biceps and breathe. Inhale, bring the left foot between the hands the first time. Place the right knee on the floor or the mat. Uncurl your toes in the right foot. Both palms on the left knee. Exhale and dip. Inhale, the right arm up. Exhale, dip the right elbow over the left knee. Place the left palm on top of the right. Look up at the raised elbow and hold. Hold this position for just a few seconds more while I just tell you exactly how you're benefiting from this, especially this twist. Not only do you get a wonderful twist of your obliques on either side, you also get a wonderful stretch of your abductor muscles, the muscles on the outside of your upper thighs, which you don't always do, especially if you're going to be sitting in chairs for a long time. Sometimes you feel you want to stretch the outside of your thighs. And you also feel, you get a wonderful stretch. And don't you feel that, Josiane, the quadriceps, the front of your upper thighs as well? Inhale, let's come out of that. And let's switch legs. Curl your toes in the right foot. And then take your left foot back. Bring the right foot forward. So you're preparing the right foot to come forward at about the same or simultaneously as the left one goes back. Both palms on the right knee. Exhale and dip. Inhale, the left arm up. Exhale, dip your left elbow over the right knee. Place the right palm on top of the left. Look up at the raised elbow and hold. Now this is one of the few postures that you really benefit a lot from holding it a little longer, because it not only improves focus, it's good for your balance, and it gives you a wonderful stretch, a workout in your twists, your quads, your abductors, your adductors, every part of your body, and it opens up your chest as well. And by holding still, helps us stay calm. Inhale, let's come out of that. Both palms beside the right foot, curl your toes in the left, raise your left knee, take the right to meet the left in plank position. Tighten your buttock muscles, keep your elbows nice and firm, not stiff. Very gently, knees, chest and chin to the mat. Exhale and dip. Inhale, glide out into bhujang or cobra. Press with your palms, press with the tops of your feet, and let's come up. Tighten your buttock muscles, keep your tops of your feet pressed down, and then do what Josiane was about to do. Take your palms off of the floor. Place your palms back, forehead to the ground, curl your toes in. Inhale, come up all the way. Exhale, dip your head between your biceps, dip your heels all the way down. Now remember, if your heels do not come all the way down today, that's perfectly okay. The idea is to just feel the stretch in the back of your legs. You get a wonderful workout for your hamstrings. You also feel a nice stretch in the sciatic nerves, a nice release in your sciatic nerves. And if your heels don't come down but you want to feel the connection, place a towel, a brick, a block, anything that will help you make that connection. Inhale, bring the right foot and then the left between the palms. Both palms together. Inhale, come up with a straight back. Exhale and release. Whew, my batteries are about 3/4 charged. I'm up to here. I need a little more over here to get my high real high. So Josiane, since we've done 3 rounds of the sun salutation, what we can do is take our viewers through some of the seated stretches. We did most of and since neither of us wants the balanced ones, we didn't do the back bend today, but maybe in the next episode we'll do back bends. Because we are so supercharged, we're going to do some seated postures today. We are already energized. We're going to take you through a posture called full boat, Paripurna, which is really great for strengthening your back. Because basically when you're getting your legs off of the floor with your arms outstretched, what you need to be able to keep your balance, you need to use your lower abdominal muscles. So that's what we're going to do. Extend your legs out in front of you. Keep your feet flexed. Inhale the arms up to shoulder height, palms facing in. Tighten your lower abdominal muscles. Inhale and lift. Now sometimes if you have very strong quad muscles, which are the front of your upper thighs, you may be inclined to use those muscles. Try to resist that. Use your abdominals. If you're able to go really high, that's great. Exhale and release. When you have strong abdominal muscles, you'll be able to take your legs really high. That's really good if you're able to, but just do it if you feel comfortable and if you're safe. If it hurts for you to be able to stay in that posture for a long time, give yourself a break, but make sure you're safe. Whatever you do, it doesn't matter. If you cannot go as high as Josiane, that's perfectly okay. You just do the best you can. Soles of both your feet touch each other. Literally, this is a cobbler position. I think I've said several episodes ago when I was in India. We still have cobblers on the street corners. They actually keep their feet like this, and they do it so naturally, Josiane. They just keep both their feet. They don't even need their hands to keep them together. Their knees just come down. They have this huge iron, like a stake, huge iron stake with a flat platform. They put your footwear on and hammer away. I took a picture of that.
They also do, they do the grains things where they sit in this position too?
We still grind, yeah. We did that in the last episode. We have all the postures that we have in yoga, especially the basic stretches. You have that in everyday activities. We have the grinding stone where one leg is folded, the other leg is extended. You're right. When did you see that? Someone's been watching Indian movies.
Yes.
Hold both your feet together and pull your heels closer to the groin area. Push your knees down and then come up. So hold your chest open. Let's sit upright. It's very relaxing to be able to sit in this posture as well. For those of you who have difficulty bringing your knees down, you can always raise your buttocks up. That'll help bring the knees down. You connect with the earth much faster. Now you can push your knees down with your elbows if you need to. Exhale and fold. Inhale, come up with a straight back. Everything you do needs to be slow, graceful, deliberate. So that's how you get the most out of your stretches. And of course, you always want to try and go with your breath. We have about 4 minutes left, I understand. So we're going to take you through a couple more of the seated postures. Let's come on our haunches. Is that on your haunches? Is that the right word? You're sitting in toilet seat style? Okay. Well, I call it the Indian toilet seat. Well, it's called malas, and mala literally means garland. And I believe the expression in English is toilet seat. After the next two seated postures, I want us to close this episode with something called super brain yoga. For some reason, I can't get over it. It is so effective. Heels are closer than the toes. Press your palms in and push your knees out. And once you've made that connection with your palms, you want to lift your chin up, open up your chest, and relax. Mala means garland. So we basically are making a garland with our legs. Then exhale, let's release. Let's extend our legs out in front of us. And this twist we did in our program yesterday, in our live episode. Actually, no, that was also a few weeks ago. Place both palms beside the left hip. Exhale and dip. Keep your feet flexed. Do not take your feet with you. Do not raise your hips. Keep your hips down. Inhale, let's come up. And let's twist on the other side. Both palms beside the right hip. Exhale and dip. Inhale, let's come up. And Josiane and I, even though we're now sort of calming down, that's what we like to do, standing, seated, prone, supine, so it helps calm us down even though we're energized. We're going to take you through some very simple, and Josiane, these are very simple standing squats. And before we do that, because we do have the luxury of a couple of minutes, I want to just explain between Josiane and me. We'll try and help you understand. There is actually a school in New Delhi. I believe there's a teacher called Master Choa Kok Sui. He's probably Chinese or Tibetan. I think he's a Tibetan monk. And he has been experimenting with children at the pre and post adolescent age, so about 15, 16. when they're just entering high school. And he's found by doing these standing squats, the Indian style, the Indian way, he's actually found that their grades shot up from a C to an A. Apparently, it's a very successful experiment. And I never realized until I read this huge article when we were in Hong Kong that it was actually part of yoga. I didn't realize he teaches this as part of yoga, and he calls it super brain yoga, or the papers call it that.
Amazing.
Because it sharpens the brain. And it's a very simple concept. All it is you're talking about holding the first and second fingers, so the index and middle. You hold on to the opposite earlobes, which actually help activate the acupuncture points in the earlobes. So the left earlobe points activate the right side of the brain, the right earlobe points activate the left side. So you have the artistic side, you have the logical side. So basically what we are doing when we hold this, the real exercise or the real sharpening of the brain comes from this. But then you don't want to be just doing this all day, right? So he combines it with a physical exercise, which we are going to do
I'm
this.
waiting to sharpen my brain.
But you don't want to do the knee bender? Come on,
Yeah,
Josiane, join me. What we're going to do is, till we're timed out, till Jabari tells us, hi Jabari.
we can
Till
do
we are
it like
timed
this.
out. Sorry about that. That was a bit sudden. Jabari, we apologize. I know you're holding the fort by yourself. We're going to hold the opposite. Yeah, you're right. Actually, we will be going into that. The insides of your feet are parallel to each other. Bring them apart about 4 to 6 inches. Usually it's hip width apart. And then hold on to the opposite earlobes with the first and middle finger, and then exhale, bend at the knees. Inhale up, exhale. When I was young, inhale. This used to be considered a form of punishment. It's like your push-ups.
I like it.
And Josiane likes being punished. Can you imagine punishment really
How many
being
hundreds?
good? Well, they do about 10, 15, depending on how naughty you are, but we could try and do till
I
we're
would be very
timed out.
naughty.
Exhale and dip. Inhale up. While we have Josiane really loves this. While we have the credits rolling, we'd like to acknowledge our director today, Jabari Osaze. Jabari, thank you so much. Sorry we threw you on the deep end. You're manning the fort all by yourself. We appreciate that. Thank you. Thanks to Malik Parker for the studio lights and the sound system. And also the body music that you hear right now. That's a great volume, Jabari. That is by Cesar de Para, created just for Yogaxpress. Opening ohms are from a track called Sapta Tandavam. Okay, on behalf of Josiane Hird, this is Banu Suresh signing off. You are watching Yogaxpress. So feel free, join us in our little healthful punishment. Exhale and dip. Inhale up. Remember to massage your earlobes as you do that. Okay, this old lady is getting tired now. It actually is a lot of pressure on the knees too. But you know, you're doing it the right way, because as we exhale, we go down. Also, don't lean your body too far forward. If you find that the pressure on the knees is a little more, you want to ease off. Just like the posture we have where the Utkat, the thunderbolt. How are we
Yes.
doing for time? We do. Jabari, how are we doing for time? Should we keep going with our super brain?